Good evening. Where else do you want to be than right here, right now on a Friday night edition of SFLm action? And we're coming to you live from Lexington, side of tonight's exciting matchup between the Pittsburgh Riverhogs and the Lexington Miners. Good evening, Cameron Duty with Rochelle Colston and Cameron Irvine at SFL headquarters. And this should be a good one. We say that a lot, but with a lot of these great matchups that we have around the SFLm, but already some importance coming into play here, Rochelle, as we said, for Pittsburgh, or of course for Lexington, they can catch up to Nashville, who dropped a game earlier tonight. Let's talk a little bit about that and how important this game is for them.
Yeah, both games are very important to both of these teams. I mean, Pittsburgh's got a new quarterback. Ethan Flowers is a veteran. I mean, it should be an interesting game.
It will, and as you said, for Pittsburgh's side of things, of course, wanting to stack a couple of wins together. As you said, a brand new quarterback that we're going to get to say hello to, and Mike Skamizniak. We'll get more acclimated with him and the rest of the team as we get started. Folks, get ready, grab a snack and a beverage. You're not going to want to go anywhere for the next hour and a half or so. Kickoff is underway. Here we go. C.J. Parrish returns this to the 27-yard line where Lexington will set up shop. And as we were saying, Rochelle, important for them as they can catch up to, as we said, Nashville, who lost earlier in the evening. They have now lost a couple in a row. This could put them near the top of the standings if Lexington can get the W tonight.
I mean, we're looking for C.J. Parrish and Alexander West. Alexander West had a great game last week.
We were fortunate enough to be on that call, so getting to pick up and see this team again for 2 straight weeks. The first play is a handoff, and it's a loss of 1, 2nd and 11. Let's say hello to the Lexington offense. Quarterback Ethan Flowers and the halfback Dion James and fullback Kojiro Rivers. The wide receiving core of Casey Mack, John Ouellette, C.J. Parrish, and Alexander West. The tight end is Jimmy Went, and the tackle Landon Stone. That is Parrish in motion, 2nd and 11. Pressure coming in the face of Flowers, and down he goes. A nice job of infiltrating the backfield there by number 98 for Pittsburgh, one of the reserve players. That's Hampton.
Yeah, great play by the defense. I mean, they just busted through the line. Got a sack. Now you're 3rd in a country mile for Lexington. But, I mean, they have to pass here. They'll be very careful not throwing an interception, though.
Parrish again going in motion. To the bottom of your screen is Flowers with pressure coming around the edges. Delivers, and it is incomplete. Tipped away by Pittsburgh. We'll introduce you quickly to their defense. P. Fudor, defensive end, defensive tackle, Big Snacks. The linebacking core of Jasad Grackleflint and Jeff Spicoli. The cornerback is Chad Wolf, and the safeties Zion Waddles and Al Ingram III. We'll be seeing them all evening. Ron Henderson on to punt. A fair catch called for at the 35-yard line. And, we talk about Pittsburgh here as we transition back to the field for a look at an injured player. That is Thompson, number 52, the inside linebacker for Lexington.
He's a starting linebacker. He'll be missed for sure. He was a week 3 signing.
Yeah, indeed. So 1st to 10 ball on the 35-yard line for Pittsburgh. We mentioned that they come in here with a record of 4-5. Last week they defeated the Chicago Warriors 28-6. The week prior, they beat Bossier City 30-9, so this offense getting hot. Let's say hello to Mike Skamizniak, throwing for the first time, and a nice pass. Made it to his intended wideout, but good coverage downfield by Lexington.
Nice pass and an even better deflection by Kevin Say Jr., returning depth player. Plays for DC Dragons.
As we said, Mike Skamizniak, 6'3", 222 pounds, a new SFLm player and a week 3 signing. The 2 halfbacks are Robert Nemchek and BB Bolitz. The wide receiving core, Devin Lloyd and Ryan Davis. The tight end, James Jennings. The tight end, Talib Bobby. The tackle, Kiara Cool. Interception! Second pass for Mike Skamizniak is an INT. It's going the other way, and that's Iggy Turner on the interception.
Iggy Turner is a returning SFLm rookie. He's 6'4" and 245, and just outside linebacker with hands apparently.
And that is Iggy's first interception of the season. Couldn't come at a better time. He gives his Lexington Miners great field position. And for Pittsburgh, you know, it's to be expected. A brand new signing. It's going to take a while to get in rhythm here. Now, can their defense make a stand?
I mean, Lexington's got great field position.
Flowers in the shotgun formation buys more time. The pass incomplete. Again, good coverage downfield by Pittsburgh. That is Zion Waddles with the deflection.
You know, the secondary is looking pretty tough for Pittsburgh right now. I mean, great play on the ball.
Flowers yet to complete a pass this evening. So we look at 2nd and 10. Already a lot's happened in this game, and we're barely a minute and a half in. Jimmy Went in motion for Lexington. Play clock down to 3. Flowers, pressure coming around the edge. He had no idea that Al Ingram III was coming in like a heat-seeking missile, and a loss on the play. Second sack already of the night.
And Al Ingram III, I mean, he's a vet. He's a returning SFL reinforcement player off of Houston. He's 6'2", 205 pounds, and has lots of speed, apparently.
Still plenty of speed. And for the second straight drive, it's Lexington in a 3rd and long situation. John Oulette in motion. Flowers rolling out, throwing back across his body, and incomplete. Completely blanketed downfield. Looking for Alexander West, but really nowhere to go right there for West to get an opening to try to make a sideline attempt at that.
And once again, Pittsburgh's defense stands up. They were, they had the ball past the midfield line, and they stood up and forced a punt, but they should be able to pin them pretty deep here.
Henderson on to attempt his second punt. And as you said, pinning them pretty deep here. Fielded around the 10. Makes his way up to the 17-yard line.
I'm surprised he returned that one.
I am too. I expected a fair catch to be called for. But he gets, I think they're going to say 6 on the return.
I mean, the defender was right there. He just broke that first tackle.
That's Ryan Davis on that kick return. So Pittsburgh, no harm, no foul for Skamizniak. Gives up the interception, but the defense able to hold. That's 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. Toss play right side to BB Balitz. Gets a gain of 1, 2nd and 9. And now we will introduce you to the Lexington defense. The defensive end, Baron Went. Defensive tackle, May West, a week 3 signing. We mentioned Logan Thompson. He is already out with an injury. Casper Haddock is the other linebacker. Iggy Turner, outside linebacker. Hudson Cruz, cornerback. And Kev Say Jr., strong safety. Skamizniak to throw once more. Instead, he tucked it and run, trying to find something open downfield, but nothing there. That is O'Neal with the sack.
That time, he had to credit the secondary for Lexington. I mean, not giving them any time or finding any receivers wide open, so he was forced to kind of tuck it, but the defenders got there before he get a pass off.
Yeah, absolutely nothing downfield. Skamizniak, instead of trying to force something, he takes it and runs, and there he goes again on 3rd down, trying to make something happen. But instead, it's 4th and 7, and again, Pittsburgh will have to punt. So both offenses tonight are dead in the water at the moment.
Well, it is called football. They're using their feet a lot. The punters are anyway.
Such a good point, Rochelle. And here we go. This is a nice opportunity for some good field position here for Lexington, but we've got a flag. Let's see what the ref see now.
Clipping, I bet.
Yep. And it is going to go against Lexington.
They had great field position. Now they have
Yeah,
mediocre field position.
Past tense. Let's take a look here and see what happened. Oh, well, yeah.
Ooh, that's a little blatant there.
Yeah, Jones, you can't do that. Whatever bad beef you have carrying over from a previous player, so you're going to have to keep that in check, my friend.
At least he didn't obliterate him. He just kind of pushed him down.
Well, it's Friday night. It's not Friday night SmackDown. That's the wrong type of association here. First and 10 for Lexington. Ball on the 32-yard line. The give is to Deion James, who runs forward for 4, and that is probably the best offensive play we've seen thus far.
Yeah, run play. And if I was Lexington, I think I'm trying to keep it on the ground. Flowers is not having a whole lot of luck passing the ball here tonight.
Continuing with that football, right?
Yes.
To run.
Hey, I like ground and pound games.
I know you do. Pressure coming again, and can you believe it? A third sack of the night and the second for Al Ingram, the third. Lexington's going to have to figure something out because this Pittsburgh defense is killing their quarterback.
I mean, he lined up, uncovered. It just, there was no one in front of him. It was like, okay, snap the ball. I'm there.
Flowers taking a beating early on in this game. This is the most brutal first quarter that I have seen for a quarterback, at least for what they've had to endure up to this point. That throw, though, on target, complete to West, spin move, gets a couple more yards, and that is all they may need to turn this thing around.
You can't leave that man that wide open by himself. I mean, he just got behind the secondary. Number 30 got caught sleeping there.
And you cannot sleep on Alexander West. We've seen that time and time again. So Lexington now getting a first down, moving into Pittsburgh territory. Just past the 40-yard line. 5 minutes remaining in this first quarter. They go back to the ground game, and Deion James, who is not able to get back to the line of scrimmage, they're going to say he was at a loss there, loss of 1, as he was tackled by big number 98, again, Hampton.
And number 98 locked heads with the guard, and he got caught behind his blocker.
So on second down, Flowers going back to the air, pressure coming around the edge. Of course, it's picked up, but that's picked off. Interception. Jasad Grackleflint. Yeah, going the other way. So quarterbacks now exchanging INTs early in this first quarter, and this Pittsburgh defense looked wonderful. Let's just put it that way.
Okay, so number 44 on Pittsburgh has an interception, and 44 on Lexington has an interception. So number 44 is a popular number tonight.
If you got 44 on a lottery ticket, you might have a good shot there. Maybe a bingo card, right?
Oh, bingo. God, no.
I've never had luck on a bingo card.
I can't even play it. I tried one night with all these old ladies who had 50 cards. I couldn't play one.
Ooh. Oh, man. And Lexington now getting in on the sack game as Mike Skamizniak was down to the ground, obliterated by Casper Haddock.
Casper Haddock came rushing there. I mean, he's a big dude, 6'6", 253, plays for QCC.
So this, folks, if you want a defensive game, here you go, at least in this first half of this first quarter. Interceptions, sacks all over the place. If you are a defensive-minded football fan, this game so far is for you. Ryan Davis goes in motion for Pittsburgh. It's Skamizniak sets up the throw. The pass is complete to Davis, and that is the best-looking throw of Skamizniak's young career thus far, and a good job of Davis to climb the ladder for that one.
Now we both seen both quarterbacks have one decent pass tonight.
Good job of getting out in open space there by Ryan Davis before being tackled by number 28. First and 10.
Now keep in mind, neither one of these teams has a contract kicker, so field goal range is going to be around the 25-yard line or so, maybe 26 or 27.
Screen pass, and Nemchek He was behind the markers there, behind the sticks rather, and he was able to turn it upfield for a positive gain, 2nd and 5. But a good point there, Rochelle, as you said, the field goal range, all of a sudden, that takes a drastic turn when it comes to not having a contract kicker. All of a sudden, you start seeing kicks, whereas typically in an SFL game, you may see a field goal attempt. Another carry. This time it's BB Blitz, and that's 3rd and 4.
He picked up 1 yard there. I thought he had him at the line of scrimmage, but nice little spot there.
Both of these offenses, both Pittsburgh and Lexington, just trying to fill things out this evening, trying to get some sort of a rhythm going, trying to hold on to the football, trying to not lose yardage. Been a struggle thus far. 3rd and 4 coming up, man in motion for Pittsburgh. It's Gamizniak with a delayed handoff, and it's going to be Blitz. First down, and then some, close to the 30-yard line, and a gutsy run by number 27.
And B-Bill just did most of that by himself.
He really did.
Tackles, kept moving forward, kept turning his legs. Blockers were behind. Oh, number 17 got a good block in there.
He looked like he was a pinball in a pinball machine. I mean, just bouncing off everything, but kept going.
That wide receiver's blocking for your halfback. Good job.
Gamizniak going to throw this time. The pass complete to Davis, adjusting his body to get the reception and a first down. I was frightened there for a moment. It looked like that could have been another opportunity for an interception for Lexington.
Yeah, I thought so too.
We'll get a chance to look here on this replay. Ooh, yeah. Coming in on that was number 24, trying to get the interception, but jumped a little too early.
He jumped the route and left the receiver pretty open after that.
Pittsburgh now looking a lot better on offense. As we said, Gamizniak, a week 3 signing, a new SFLm player. Blitz with the carry, gain of 2, 2nd and 8. We want to take a minute quickly before action picks back up and remind you to mark your calendars. The SFL is back with Season 24's free agency frenzy when we find out who's on the move and where they're going ahead of Season 24's kickoff in early January. Catch it right here Monday, December 2nd at 6 p.m. Eastern on the Virtual Football Network. Closing in on a minute left in this first quarter. It's Gamizniak to throw towards the sidelines, a one-handed grab. And Ryan Davis is probably not going to be happy that he reeled that one in because Casper Haddock was all over him.
Yeah, I think he just lost yards there.
Yeah, loss of a yard or 2. I don't think Davis was aware that Casper was trailing him as close as he was.
Watch Davis in motion.
3rd and 10. You hear this hometown Lexington crowd come to their feet. It's Gamizniak rolling out, throwing to the end zone. The pass incomplete, and it was a sea of blue and orange and gray down there. Tipped out of the backfield, and it is incomplete. Walls with the coverage.
Nice coverage. I mean, great coverage by 3 defenders.
Yeah, tipped it out of the back of the end zone, and it's a 4th and 10. Good deflection there by Lexington. And here we go. We talked about the contract kickers, Rochelle. A 32-yard attempt. Here's the snap, the placement, and that kick is good. So a good job by Anderson.
That probably could have been like a good 40-yarder there.
Looks like they've got something good maybe that they can rely on if it comes down to it. Anderson with a good boot, and as you said, still plenty of distance.
Maybe they'll give him a shot from a little bit further next time.
So Pittsburgh takes the early lead, 3-0.
Took a whole 9 minutes and change to get our first points on the board tonight.
Parrish with the return with a head of steam across the 40. Stiff arms the kicker to the 50, still on his feet, and just like that, Lexington down into the red zone, just about anyway. They're going to mark him at the 22-yard line for Pittsburgh. And Parrish, we talked last week, Rochelle, about C.J. Parrish and how good this guy is, explosive on kick returns.
I'm surprised that big man caught him, to be honest with you. I thought he was off to the races for sure.
Look at
And
the
look at that
stiff arm
blocking.
he puts.
Stiff arm. Another nice block form up front. I don't see the number yet.
Good block.
57.
Yeah.
That was Casper Haddock with a nice block.
It was indeed. My goodness.
They're in the red zone. No, almost.
So take notes, kids, if you ever want to respond to a scoring drive by your opponent. It's a good way to respond right there. Great kick return. And a handoff to Deion
Another
James.
stiff arm.
Oh, yeah. Stiff arms abound now, hurdling over a defender, gain of 5. And action heating up here. We're just cranking up the heat on this November evening. Quarter number 1 is in the books as Pittsburgh lead 3-0. You're watching SFL action on the Virtual Football Network. Cameron Duty with Rochelle Colston here. We welcome you back in tonight's SFLm matchup. Lexington, great field position, as we mentioned, after that C.J. Parrish kick return. Now trying to take the best of the situation. Toss play right side to Deion James. Another stiff arm, another hurdle. Fighting hard for that first down. He's going to be just short, 3rd and inches. So what does that tell us, Rochelle? Line up and run the football?
Yeah, definitely. I run the football right down the middle right now. I quarterback sneak up the middle. You need basically a couple of inches. You can just fall over.
With you and I calling the game, they'll probably pass here.
I know. I'm surprised they didn't come out in shotgun, to be honest with you.
Man in motion for Lexington. As we said, 3rd and inches here. They do keep it on the ground, but they're not going to get it. Swallowed up by the big man up front. That was Farrier, and Hampton for Pittsburgh coming in with a clutch backfield tackle. That's 4th and 3.
Both of these defenses, you get into the red zone, they become really, really tough.
Oh, man. And so now Lexington will try to put some points on the board. The snap, the hold, the kick is good. Again, we said they do not have a contract kicker, but that's a good boot by Elam. And we're all tied up at 3 after a 4-play drive. And did you notice only 7 yards gained, but thanks to that C.J. Parrish kick return, that puts them in field goal range.
Wow, I mean, Pittsburgh's defense is being very stingy tonight.
Oh, they are. The only thing that they have given up tonight, and it wasn't even the defense's fault, was the kick return.
Right. If not, that had been another 3 and out for Lexington.
Nevertheless, Lexington able to take advantage, get some points on the board. We're again all tied up. A good return coming here by Devin Lloyd, going the other way across the 40 down to the 41-yard line. Well, we're waking up. That was a sleepy first quarter, but towards the end of it now into this second quarter, Rochelle, things have really cranked up.
I guess we can say special teams. I can't do the Cliff Allen voice, sorry.
So now Pittsburgh with Mike Skamizniak in his first game as the Riverhogs QB. Back under center. And we've got motion. Play clock down to 5. And Pittsburgh snaps it. Skamizniak hit. There is a flag down. We'll see what this entails.
Oh, face mask.
Face mask on the defense. It's going to go against Lexington, so they were able to get the sack on Skamizniak, but Pittsburgh gets a 1st and 10 after the penalty.
Denied.
These offensive lines right now are really having difficulty protecting their quarterback.
Yes, they are.
Skamizniak to throw. Nice pass intended for Ryan Davis, but even better coverage downfield that time by Lexington.
And Kevin says not today.
Nope.
Not in my house.
So 2nd down. 2 men in the backfield. But Skamizniak will throw. Quick drop, pass, bobbled, incomplete. Intended for Devin Lloyd, but there he was again. Kev Say Jr. in reading this offensive scheme like a book.
I mean, he's a vet. I mean, he's been playing for DC. You know, he comes in here, put his team on his shoulders, basically.
An anchor for this defense, indeed. Skamizniak to throw. More time now. He's going to step up, try to run, and he is sacked. Brought down in the backfield by Mae West.
Oh, big Mae West, 6'5", 285. I would not want to be hit by her.
6'5", wear number 65. Appropriate. 4th and 12 coming here for Pittsburgh.
Somebody just like, good sack, Mama West.
Mama West, indeed. Great job indeed on that. And a good deep punt here. It will be returned by Parrish, who takes a shot at the end of the play. Lexington will start from the 28-yard line. Man, this is a hard-hitting game. We'll get to take a look at this right here. Parrish gets smacked around. Ooh.
It's almost obliteration.
Yeah, big number 70 there, coming in with a head of steam. Hoping these trainers have plenty of ice baths ready for these guys at the end of this one.
I might need an ice bath after watching this, just watching it.
1st and 10 for Flowers, throwing short. The pass is complete over the middle, a 4-yard gain. There's Jimmy Went in on the play.
Well, that's an answer to the sack problem. Get rid of the ball very quickly.
It is a good response indeed. As you mentioned, I mean, as you said, the only way to fix that is to release the football quicker. Now, the downside to that, of course, is not being in place and a chance of interceptions, but you do what you got to do. Now throwing out of the backfield, Deion James runs for the 1st down, but you're right. Good responses so far by Lexington. As you said, the quick drop backs and now the screen out of the backfield.
Yeah, the cornerbacks are playing way too back. That screen pass will work every time. So just take what they give you.
It's kind of the great equalizer, isn't it, when you're having those issues keeping your quarterback standing upright?
Yeah.
7 minutes remaining in this first half. A handoff to Deion James with good lanes to run. He gets a gain of 9.
Yeah, 9 yards on the 1st down with a run. Great pickup. I keep doing that all day long.
Well, we'll see if they keep that in mind with the 2nd and 1. Toss play left side.
Wow.
And yeah, that was that's Coleman coming in there, their 3rd string halfback, and he is completely denied. I mean, I thought he was going to beat him around the edge, but a good job by Pittsburgh there. Quick to the line here for 3rd and 1. Back to the ground game they go with James, their bread and butter. He gets the 1st.
He plays for the Lexington Miners in the Pro League also. So does C.J. Parrish and Alexander West.
And Coleman again checks into the backfield. James out for this play. Flowers again wrapped up. Has no idea of the pressure that's coming around the edges. And if I'm not mistaken, was that Jazad Grackleflint?
I think it was again. Yes, it was. He's having a night.
Oh, around the edge. And right now he is getting off the line, beating those blockers to a pulp. And that has derailed each and every drive that Lexington has had, with the exception of the great drive set up by that Parrish kick return. Now Flowers to throw, and that's how you erase a deficit. Get the ball to Alexander West for the 1st down.
So Alex just said, "Look, Mom, I can do good things too."
The West family showing off. And boy, you know, you talk about Alexander West and just how aware he is also of the sidelines and how he needs to position his body to make those catches. It's incredible. Less than 5 minutes remaining. Pressure coming again, and that was a quick shot. A throw downfield to Jimmy Went, the tight end. Somehow he pulls it down. It's 1st and goal, Lexington Miners.
Like I always said, you have a big, huge tight end in the middle of the field. Huge target. Safety went, number 21 went for the interception. Zion Waddles missed it.
Yeah, I thought Zion may have had that. That's why it surprised me when I seen Went come down with it. That's 2 plays tonight that we have seen 2 cornerbacks bite on coverage and pay the price.
A little too aggressive out there.
1st and goal for Lexington. Flowers, pressure coming, stands in there, throws, and more or less he was just trying to get that ball away and out of the end zone. That was intended for Alexander West, and he took a shot at the end of that one.
Once again, he was running from Grackle Flint.
Grackle Flint is going to haunt Ethan Flowers in his dreams tonight if they don't start to pick him up. Deion James back in the game.
Look at this box.
Flowers to throw to the end zone, and diving for it was Parrish. Incomplete.
Grackle Flint once in the area once again with number 30.
Yeah, and I don't think Parrish was prepared for that one. Might have got there a little early for his liking.
Of course, they're forcing him to throw the ball so early.
Yes, that's what I was going to say with the pressure that Flowers is under at the moment. 3rd and goal. Pittsburgh defense trying to tie it up. Pressure coming again. It's picked up. Flowers to throw. Incomplete. Again, another flag on the play. Are they going to call interference here?
Oh, that's interference. Yes. On number 30.
And the crowd goes wild. And we'll get a look at the replay. Oh, yeah. I mean, blatant interference. But, of course, you're going up against Alexander West, and, 9 out of 10 times he's going to catch that football, so.
And now your 1st and goal, though. On the 1.
Here we go.
Look for Deion James.
Yep. 2 men in the backfield split on either side of quarterback Ethan Flowers, and he will throw. Short pass. Fighting hard to the end zone. And he is denied. It's Kojaro Rivers on that catch.
I think he'd been better off running the ball to the middle, but hey. He never do what we asked him to do.
Never. But that's okay.
This is a pretty heavy set.
Deion James, though, he listened to you that time, Rochelle. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown, and Lexington goes ahead.
That time they wanted the tight end to give extra help on that side. Created a huge hole.
And that was the best, obviously, the best that Lexington has looked this entire evening. His offense. It may have took almost 2 quarters, but they have now kicked it into high gear. The extra
Finally
point,
found an end zone.
Yeah, indeed, the extra point is good. 12 plays, 72 yards, and it took up exactly 4 minutes time. That's another thing. That was a very methodical drive there.
It definitely was. I always say that the best defense is to keep their offense off the field.
Lexington able to do just that on that previous drive. Now we will see what Pittsburgh can come up with here. This kick is returned by Devin Lloyd. Again, running hard, gets to the 32-yard line. Folks, we want to remind you you're watching the Simulation Football Minor League here on the Virtual Football Network, the official network of the SFLm, SFL, UFL, and so much more coming very soon. The Virtual Football Network, where all the best virtual football lives.
I think I lived there lately too.
Excited about this rebranding of this Virtual Football Network. I'm just glad to be a part of it with you all on this Friday evening. Friday night now, depending on where you're watching from. It's Gmizniak to throw. Plenty of time. Oh, my goodness. That was in and out of the hands of Casper Haddock. He's going to be beating himself up after that one.
He wants that one back, but linebackers are not known for their hands, so. Good job with the deflection.
Right now, Skamizniak struggling to see the field, as you can tell. Skamizniak to throw. That's a much better pass right there. Good decision making. Devin Lloyd, a reliable target. 1st and 10 for the Riverhogs.
Yep, and he actually plays for the Pittsburgh pro team as well.
Always think
along with his buddy BB Blitz.
Yeah, I think that's neat how they stay with their SFL organization.
Not all of them do.
No, makes it rare. 1st and 10, Skamizniak toss play right side the Blitz, as you just mentioned. 2nd and 7 now on the way. Go ahead, Rochelle.
Yeah, good trailing by the defense to pursue the ball, make the great open field tackle.
This Lexington defense has not allowed very much tonight.
Neither team has, really.
And a good point. Ryan Davis in motion. Skamizniak. Pump fake. Stands in there. Throws across the field. Intended for number 15. It's incomplete. The 3rd and 7 now coming up.
I saw that pump fake. Like, oh boy, here comes the sack.
Yeah, the pocket was closing in quickly. Skamizniak, though, able to stay upright long enough to get rid of the football. And they fight to play another down. Davis in motion. Bottom of your screen as you see 3 receivers lined up. Skamizniak throwing. Pass off the hand of Devin Lloyd. Might have been a little bit too high for Devin, and it was able to allow the Lexington defender to get in underneath and deliver a shot.
Once again, Lexington's defense steps up and forces the punt here.
4th and 7. It's going to leave plenty of time for Lexington also to put together a nice drive before the half.
Yeah, all 3 timeouts remaining.
Parrish decides to return this one, and he gets nowhere.
Dust off those sleeves.
2:30 remaining in this first half. And for Lexington right now, I mean, we talked about what a close game that this was. They have an opportunity to really break it open here.
They certainly do. Got a long way to go, though.
Yeah, a long way to go. And a short time to get there, though, as we said, all 3 timeouts.
Okay, Smokey and the Bandit.
But yeah, I'm so glad you got that. Deion James with the carry. Grackleflint again with the tackle. Grackleflint has been all over the place. And call it a gain of 1. So 2nd and 9, Flowers to throw. Protection is better. Back across his body. Complete to Went, the tight end, who gets a few. I think they're going to credit him with 4. We'll have 3rd down coming up after the 2-minute warning. You're watching the SFLm right here on the Virtual Football Network on YouTube. We thank you for being a part of it with us tonight. Big 3rd down here for Lexington. Backs on either side of Ethan Flowers.
Shotgun.
Yeah, shotgun, and he throws deep. That was almost intercepted. Yeah, Alexander West. I'm going to have to see a replay on that one. I do not know how he come down with that one. Zion Waddles was again in the right place at the right time, but didn't get the interception.
He was standing right in front of him.
Oh, was it deflected? I think he actually looked to me like
to his hand.
Yeah, from what I could tell from that replay, he couldn't get a hold of it, and West was there to say, "I'll take that, thank you very much." Minute 30 and counting here. The pass complete. Parrish. Nobody ahead. Very few people behind. They ain't going to catch him. Touchdown, Lexington.
Well, that time, Lexington caught Pittsburgh sleeping. You let C.J. Parrish get behind you. Once he catches it, it's all over. Touchdown, Lexington.
It almost felt, Rochelle, like that was coming, too. It just kind of had this feeling. Don't you think that that one big play, that breakout play, was about to happen the way they were chipping away at this defense lately?
The number 30 was right there, but Parrish just got a little bit behind it, and that's all she wrote.
Well, there's only so many interceptions that you can drop or bobble or let fall to the ground before the other team is going to be able to make something happen. And that's exactly the case there for Lexington. The extra point is good, and that changes this game entirely. Now, there is a minute 25 left in this first half. Pittsburgh, though, going to have to try to get some sort of offensive production. We'll see what they can come up with.
I wouldn't get too crazy.
Lloyd. This is kind of what I'm thinking. A good kick return. Devin Lloyd still on his feet to the 30. They ain't going to catch him to the 10. We knew we'd see a kick return tonight. Touchdown, Riverhogs.
Wow. Talk about a way to respond to a touchdown. Get one of your own. Don't even put your offense on the field.
This kick return, this special teams unit for both teams have been great, but for Pittsburgh, it's literally been their saving grace as far as offenses went. Take a look at this. Good blocking
number 80,
up front.
Number 70.
Yeah, and a great job of turning sideways there to get through some really tight holes, and then he just turns on the jets. O'Neal couldn't catch him.
Impressive return for sure. And with a lot of great blocking up front. Just like that.
It took like 13 seconds off the clock, and just like that, it's an extra point away from being a one-score game. The kick is right down the middle. Yeah, man, Devin Lloyd. Incredible. Catch your breath for a minute, Rochelle. Who knows what C.J. Parrish might do?
No.
It could happen. That man is hungry for a kick return as well. Build it at the 5. Let's see what's ahead. Good tackling, good open field tackling by Pittsburgh. That's what lays ahead. Though good field position starting at the 32-yard line for the Miners.
I mean, they still have all 3 timeouts.
They do.
Last time it was just one pass.
Yeah, no, exactly. In a minute, 7 seconds.
We've had a lot happen in like the last 15 seconds.
That's why you can't turn the channel. That's why you can't blink in some of these SFLm games. That's why you can't get up and go to the fridge and get a drink and come back. James with the carry. That'll be interesting to see how aggressive Lexington decides to be in the final 60 seconds here.
Yeah, let's see what kind of snacks they bring us at halftime.
I'll take Doritos.
Sounds good.
James, 10 carries on for 35 yards. He does have the touchdown. Toss play to Coleman, the third-string halfback who breaks the tackle. Still feet. He was a broken tackle or two away, from breaking that to the house.
Now he's a timeout.
2 remaining. This food, talk about all these foods and snacks. We're going to have to talk about Thanksgiving here before we get off the air. I mean, I'm curious. I'll just leave it at that. This is going to be a good conversation for later in the game. Flowers to throw pressure coming and talk about feasting. This Pittsburgh defense doing a fantastic job getting into the backfield early and often, and another big-time loss.
Ethan Flowers, I mean, poor guy. He's getting beat up left and right by another huge player. I mean, I'm surprised he's getting up from that one.
They're going to have to, they will really need to thank their lucky stars if he comes out of here unscathed in this game. He has been on the ground more than he's been able to stand upright. And again, Flowers wanting to go downfield, bobbled. Oh, that was a dangerous play. Incomplete, 5 seconds remaining on 3rd and 18. And so we're just going to see, just how aggressive they choose to be in these final 5 seconds.
And poor number 30, they've been targeting that poor guy a lot.
Yeah, they really have picked on him a lot this evening. Flowers, one final play in this first half. Throwing middle of the field. The pass is called to Alexander West, rather, excuse me. Yeah, first down. Good for the stats, but not much more.
Right. Nice throw, I mean.
Yeah, coverage was better there as far as the offensive line goes.
Ian Miles was playing behind him.
So now we're going to get a chance to take a breath for just a quick moment, not very long. This football action right around the corner. Lexington leads 17-10 over Pittsburgh as we welcome you into this SFLm halftime report. Camera duty is Rochelle Colston here. Rochelle, give me your thoughts on what has been a truly exciting first two quarters.
Like I said, the first half of the game, I mean, up until like the last couple of maybe couple of minutes, it was pretty even, and then both offenses just exploded. Special teams play has been awesome, and we have a ball game here for sure.
You know, just like an SFLm game goes, you see all kinds of star players on all different sides of the football. You mentioned offense, defense, special teams. And now if you are Pittsburgh, you had a chance, you had a great return with Devin Lloyd. What do you need to do offensively, though, to hang with these Miners?
You have to actually put an offensive drive together and maintain a drive.
That's the one thing we have yet to see as we welcome you back in here to this beautiful facility in Lexington. Our second week here actually getting to call a football game. Beautiful facility. Everybody treats us nice, and we got a bird's eye view of all the great action. We appreciate you all hanging out in the chat tonight, too. We get a chance every so often to read some of the great comments, and we enjoy it. We thank you for your participation. Again, a good return that time by Lloyd sets them up at the 32 to begin their first drive of this second half.
And now, Lexington's breathing a sigh of relief. They actually tackled Devin Lloyd on the kick return.
When you let one go back like that, I mean, you know, not only the momentum that it gives that individual, such as Lloyd in this case, but for the special teams trying to make a tackle, it's that much more challenging. Blitz, toss play right side, and, you know, Casper Haddock did a great job of snuffing that one out. Good play.
Lexington linebackers are really, really good at pursuing the ball.
They don't miss much, do they? I mean, they're right there. Where you see the football, you see them. Kamizniak throwing out of the backfield for a screen, and there's a good example of that. Oh, what a hit.
Number 24 is laying him out in great open field tackle.
I'm telling you, we have seen some very physical football here tonight. Devin Lloyd in motion. We said Pittsburgh has to find a way to extend drives, get points on the board. Kamizniak throwing out of the backfield again. Screen pass. Blitz literally doing everything that he could to try to keep that play alive, but 6-yard gain ain't going to do it on third down. It's 4th and 4.
If you can't tackle him, push him out of bounds. It works just as well.
Yeah. Good job of cornering BB Blitz there so he couldn't turn upfield. Pittsburgh again going to have to punt, and they'll have to hope that their defense can contain this Lexington team that's heating up as this game goes along. Parrish now with the return. You know he's hungry for one. Gets out to the 33. I'm telling you what, I don't know if these return men are lathered up in butter or cooking oil or something, but I mean, very tough to take down today.
Maybe just like bounce off the people.
Yeah, great physicality, but you know, a good job, good stamina, able to stand in there, take a hit, and keep on trucking.
I mean, CJ Parrish is not that tiny. He's 6'4" and 235.
That's true. And he's got great speed. Ethan Flowers now delayed handoff. Different look coming out the second half. The carry by James doesn't go very far, though. It's a gain of 1 before being tackled by Jeff Spicoli.
Soft returning SFLm rookie.
Been his time in Atlanta in season 23 of the SFL. Jimmy Went goes in motion for Lexington. Flowers under center. James in the backfield. James gets the carry. James shakes the tackle. Close to the first down. 3rd and 1 coming up.
Lexington's defense is starting to look a lot better towards the end of the first half, and they're picking up right where they left off, basically.
Yeah, the ground game also starting to make some headroom as well. This is a big play here for Pittsburgh's defense, especially. See if they can get these Miners off the field. 3rd and 1, and we see C.J. Parrish in motion.
Number 30 did not go with him.
He did not. They've been looking at him this whole evening, and it's Coleman with the carry. Coleman getting the first down, and as you mentioned, that number 30 there, he's able to make the tackle, but not before a first down for Lexington.
And that time, Lexington stacked that side and then ran the opposite direction.
Starting to see Lexington try to be more methodical on this drive, try to use some clock. Flowers, though, going to have to step up, and I've lost count with how many sacks this young man has endured. And Hampton, that's got to be at least his 3rd on the night.
I think so. And that time, number 30 lined up as he playing man coverage, and decided just to blitz the passer.
Correction, that is actually Hampton's 2nd sack. That's his 3rd tackle for loss. Big day up front for that man, and it has derailed a lot of drives for Lexington. Parrish now in motion. Last time they had a sack like this, we've seen players come out gunslinging. He does it again this time, and it's intercepted. Oh, that pass was low, and somehow Zion Waddle's able to get underneath it.
I was second mistake by Flowers tonight.
Look at that. Literally picking that one up off the turf before it hit.
What great hands by that receiver.
You know, we had talked about Waddles. He had a couple of interceptions go through his hands in the first half. And what a way to make up for it there. So Skamizniak and company for Pittsburgh. Getting another chance. And oh, what a beautiful one-handed grab by Devin Lloyd for the first down. This guy's doing everything tonight.
Beautiful catch. I mean, laid himself out. Knew he was going to take a hit. Did it anyway.
Oh, he did. I mean, you know, highlight reel material right there for that young man. 1st and 10 for Pittsburgh. Motion now. Toss play to Bullitt, who has still struggled the majority of this night to really get any forward progress. He does get 2 there before he's roped up.
By Iggy Turner, I mean, I think I saw 6 great jerseys pursuing that ball.
They have been all over BB tonight. 3rd quarter moving rather quickly. We're already halfway through. Skamizniak to throw. That's a nice pass and a good reception there by number 15 for the River Hogs. It sets up a 3rd and inches.
It's a good challenge here. I thought forward progress gave him the first down, but I could be wrong.
And on 3rd and inches, Rochelle, they don't put anybody in the backfield. Instead, it's going to be a quarterback keeper. And I do not know how in the world Mike Skamizniak was able to run for that first down, but he takes a shot at the end of it, and this drive will continue.
It's like Logan Thompson's back in the game as he made the play.
Good eye there. My goodness, what a wild formation. If they were going to throw Lexington off, they certainly did, and it worked. But there's the retaliation. Blitz takes a shot after that one. They're going to make sure, Iggy Turner was going to make sure nobody got past the line of scrimmage.
I love that name still.
I do too. It just rolls off the tongue. .426 and counting here in the 3rd. Skamizniak throwing tip. In the vicinity of a receiver, but it falls to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops there. 4:21 in the 3rd, and it's 3rd and 10.
Was that Iggy Turner on the plate? Let's get Iggy with it.
I think, oh, that's fantastic. Makes me want to sing. We could do that song at Colston Karaoke.
No,
Coming
no,
up at the SFL Convention 2025 in Baltimore's beautiful Inner Harbor at the Hyatt Regency.
Ooh.
And there is a sack coming in on that play is Gardner doing a little gardening work himself as he plowed right through the offensive line. And man,
These poor quarterbacks tonight. Oof.
well, what more can you say? I mean, I don't know how they're still standing. Yeah, well, if you don't like quarterbacks, it's been a fun game, folks. If you ever wanted to just see a quarterback get beat up on, and that's unfortunate. That was a 3rd down and stops a really nice drive. It was a low snap there. Pittsburgh able to get that punt away. Fair catch called for along the 14 where Lexington will take over. Folks, your time is now to get your voice on the call. We're looking for some passionate SFL participants to join our broadcast team for season 24 of the SFL. Please visit cmfl.net/broadcasting for more details on just how you can get involved and be one of the biggest difference makers in the future of the SFL action. Now, why wouldn't you want to call a game? I mean, look how much fun we're having. Yes, indeed. Toss play. Left side, Deion James still on his feet. Gets 6 right out of the gate. And I mean, you get to see some great football action, too. I mean, it's fun for us to talk and of course, you know, have this banter, but really good quality football, whether it's the SFL or SFLm.
I'm getting pretty impressed with Lexington's run game at this point. Their run game surely has developed in the second half.
Delayed handoff again, and I believe that was Rivers on the carry that time. It was indeed, and 3rd and 3, he didn't get much.
Nope, good play by the defense.
And guess who? See that man right there, Grackleflint. 7 tackles and a sack tonight. If he gets a tackle, is it a tackle?
Yeah, interception too.
Think about that, Rochelle. If Grackleflint gets a tackle, is it called a tackle flint? Throw deep, Flowers with a perfectly placed football, but again, Alexander West knew he was going to take a shot, and he was able to reel that one in.
That time, great protection by the line.
Oh,
I mean, good coverage. I mean, number 20 was right there with him, Chad Wolf, but somehow West made the play.
Chad Wolf, a young new SFLm player with just about as good as coverage that you could ask for, but Alexander West and that 6'4" frame of his able to go up and over.
Yeah, Alex just bullied him that time.
Flowers going forward again, looking for Parrish that time. Incomplete, and then he takes a shot at the end of it. I am telling you, this has been the most physical game I can remember in quite some time.
Whenever you climb the ladder and you know you're going to get hit, it's always very dangerous for the receiver.
Yeah, brace yourself, right?
Definitely.
2nd down here for Lexington. Flowers with some time to throw, looks towards the sideline. The pass is complete. Falling on his back was Alexander West again, making something happen here.
He's already over 100 yards, receiving yards on the day. Keep getting better.
And watch him get up smiling.
That time, remember, Chad Wolf was behind him.
Yeah, a little bit late on that one.
135 yards. He's averaging 22.5 yards a reception.
There's a reason that young man gets up after every play with a big grin on his face. I would too. Pressure coming. They send the house, and doing so, that leaves a lot of receivers out there with wide open spaces. One of them again, Alex West. 1st down.
Great job by Ethan Flowers seeing the blitz, knowing he had like no time to get rid of the ball. Great route by West. Number 20 was behind the receiver once again. That's Chad Wolf on the defense.
They're picking on that young man this evening.
They are.
Well, and again, you know, credit to Flowers. He stood in there. The whole cavalry was coming after him.
Gonna do it again?
Looking that way. Unless they call it off. No, they bring the heat. It's picked up decently. Again, Parrish downfield. And you know what? It's honestly becoming Pittsburgh's worst enemy at this point. The blitzes, they're trying to get pressure on Flowers, but in doing so, leaving these receivers open downfield.
That time you have 5 down linemen, you have 3 linebackers in the box. Yeah, that's 8 people.
I don't know about that. I don't know. They were having better luck when we were seeing formations such as this.
Right.
Flowers, see, here comes the pressure again. He's able to stand in there. He throws across his body, complete to Jimmy Wynn, who gets the first down and gets the touchdown.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness. That young man, he stayed up, upright, kept fighting, stiff-arming his way to the end zone for 6.
Somehow they're, the O-line for Lexington finding a way to keep Ethan upright.
And Jimmy Wynn needed a second to catch his breath there in the end zone, and I would say, that was quite the run after catch.
Big tight ends aren't the fastest people.
No, but they're stout, and he did a great job staying in bounds and extending this Lexington lead. 43 seconds remaining in this third quarter, able to pull away. The extra point is good. And again, Rochelle, chewing the clock as well.
Yeah, whenever you have a big body, Ethan Flowers likes the middle of the field. You put that big body tight end in the middle of the field, and that's money.
And we're still searching for this Pittsburgh offense that's really just had a tough time getting anything going and being able to stabilize it, as it's Devin Lloyd again with the return. You see they were able to get a field goal early on in this game, and then the great kick return by Devin Lloyd. He took it to the house for 6. And that's all the points so far that Pittsburgh's been able to accumulate.
If you're Pittsburgh, it's not time to panic. You have a whole nother quarter to play. You're only down 2 scores. You have to put a drive together. You have to do it right now.
Time is today, as they say. Blitz tackled in the backfield, and they have tried really hard, and Casper Haddock in on the stop. They've tried hard to get this ground game going. It's just not been effective in any way, shape, or form tonight.
It's been the Casper Haddock, Iggy Turner show on defense tonight.
Could be looking at our final play of the third quarter here. Skamizniak, plenty of time, throw short, and you're not going to go very far with that.
No, the defensive player was right there waiting for it. Let him catch it and just run him to the ground.
Push him out of bounds. That's going to stop the clock, and now it will start back up. We will see if Pittsburgh wants to do anything. They do not. Instead, we're going to quarter number 4, folks. Get your 4s up. We're heading to the fourth quarter. You are watching the SFLm on the Virtual Football Network. Hang in there with us. We got a good finish coming up.
No rest for the weary.
Cameron Duty and Rochelle Colston here. Cameron Irvine at SFL HQ. And Pittsburgh now coming out. 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. 1 to the top. Skamizniak to throw. The pass complete, but like a lot that we've seen the second half, coming up just short of the markers on 3rd down.
4th and 1, I think at some point you have to go for it. I think I'd go for it here.
I do agree. I was going to ask you if you felt like it was time to go for it. I do. Pittsburgh,
they
though, do not.
Of course they don't agree with us.
What do we know? Low snap. He was able to pick that one up off the ground and boot it away, and he gets a good one here. Fair catch called for by Parrish. Now start from the 14-yard line.
A great punt, and not allowing Parrish to return it is even better.
Want to remind you all, if you haven't so far, smash that like button. How many ever likes we have, it's certainly not enough. We've got room for more. And subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Make sure you've got your notifications on so you won't miss a minute of SFL and SFLm action all season long. Ethan Flowers now to throw. The pass in and out of the hands of, I believe that was West, and for good reason, Waddles came in and, he hit him very, very aggressively there, popped the ball loose at 2nd down.
West doesn't drop that many of those.
No, he doesn't. For him to, that's saying something. Jimmy Wynn in motion. He settles on the left side of the line as Flowers quick step. Interception! Oh, that's disaster waiting to happen. I am not sure if there was a miscommunication on the formation.
Oh, wow.
Well, you see on the replay, it was Jimmy Went, who we saw in motion, is who Ethan Flowers was looking for, but the ball never did get to him. Intercepted, and Pittsburgh got to take advantage of this here. You don't get that many opportunities laid at your feet.
Start with the 19-yard line. You have to find the end zone here.
Hand off to Blitz, running hard just to get 6, and that looked like that was going to be stopped for negative yards at one point.
Right. Good job by Blitz. Just digging deep and turning those legs. That's all you can do.
Yeah, because the play, it wasn't there. He made that happen all on his own. 2nd and 4, toss play, right side, bulldozing. There's the 3rd string halfback, that is 0. And he, as I said, we've got 3rd down coming up here, 3rd and 2, and you just got to convert.
You definitely have to convert. We got them checking the backfield.
This crowd's going to get loud. 3rd and 2. The handoff to Blitz. He's trapped behind the lineman. He fumbles, and it's picked up by Pittsburgh. Picked up by Bobby. Right place, right time. And oh my goodness, Blitz is down after that fumble.
That was crazy.
It was a crazy, crazy series of events. Blitz fumbles. Bobby's there to pick it up, run for the 1st down, and Blitz is left on the ground injured.
They're going to miss Blitz.
Yes, they are. For the moment, it's 1st and goal for Pittsburgh, the best opportunity they have had this entire 2nd half. Nemchek to throw, that is Skamizniak to throw, I'm sorry. Looking for Ryan Davis, and Skamizniak looking for his 1st touchdown pass of his SFLm career. Won't come on that play.
Oh, I'm not so sure about passing 1st and goal on the 1-yard line, but what do I know?
They have proved us wrong ever so often. Not every time. We've seen it. We've seen it not work out just about as many times as we've actually seen it work out. That's Bobby.
Yeah, 2 tight ends lined up. Yes.
Oh, walking into the end zone for the touchdown. Like you said, Rochelle, keep it on the ground. And they're able to do just that as Pittsburgh able to close this within 1 score. And that is, forgive me if the pronunciation is incorrect there, I believe that is 0 on the carry.
That time, you lined up your 2 tight ends on the end, gave extra blocking, and then you ran it up the gut. Good job by the O-line.
A good job of taking advantage of the great field position the defense was able to give them. The snap, the hold, the kick is good. As we said, it's now a 1-score game again. This thing tightening up. 8:20 to go. Lexington leads by 7.
And when you get a turnover and you can get points off that turnover, you're ahead there.
One of the few mistakes we've seen Lexington's offense make this evening. They've done pretty well. We've seen a couple of foul footballs that have went the other way, but that's the first time Pittsburgh was able to get points off the turnover. Or at least to that magnitude, a touchdown that is.
So a great time for that to happen.
Exactly. Lexington will take over at the 31-yard line. Flowers is going to have to shake off that interception. And he'll go back to the air. The pass intercepted. What? Oh my goodness, can you believe it? Number 30, who we have seen picked on this entire evening. He is one of the reserves for the Pittsburgh Riverhogs. They went after him all night, and now he responds with an interception of his own. What is going on, Rochelle?
The bigger question is, who was Ethan Flowers throwing to?
That is 2 straight plays that Flowers, and I don't know if it's communication, if it's on the receiving end or if it's something. There is a horrible disconnect between quarterback and wide receiver right now. And Pittsburgh, you are back in this game with a chance to tie it up here or draw closer. On the carry, Robert Nemchek, Haddock with the tackle.
Now, do you feel this like huge momentum shift happening here?
I do. It's kind of a deflating feeling inside the arena here for this Lexington crew. And now it's up for their defense to try to somehow right the ship.
And they're not in field goal range. They can come up with a stop here.
Toss played and then check and nothing there. Of course, we've seen this rushing attack have a really difficult time, 3rd and 11. And let's be honest, it seems like the ground game is really all that Pittsburgh's been able to accomplish this evening, with Skamizniak not able to connect on a lot of his passes this evening so far.
You're going to have to pass here. You're 3rd and 11.
Skamizniak to throw, pressure coming, stands in our throws. Is a great reception to Talia Bobby for the first down.
Talia Bobby made 2 great plays on this, picked up the fumble. Now she has made a great catch.
Skamizniak, though, over the century mark. He's got 120 passing yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception. We've seen the rating there, that interception bringing that rating way down. He's got a chance to erase any errors that he may have had in his young SFLm career. We're talking 1 game here, folks, but he can be a hero for his team here. Now, screen pass out of the backfield, and going to Zero, who was the hero on that last touchdown drive, but only a gain of 4 here.
Casper Haddock again. Like I said, Casper Haddock, Iggy Turner. We say those names a lot tonight.
Indeed we have. Skamizniak 14 of 24. Second and 6. They will pass. Looking. Plenty of time. Throwing to the end zone. It's batted away. That could have easily been intercepted there. Good coverage downfield for Lexington.
Number 28, Kevin Say Jr.
That's going to bring up 3rd and 6. And as you said, you were very much thinking throw here.
Yeah, definitely.
Tough on this side of the field, so close to the end zone, folks. Skamizniak to throw. One-handed reception by Lloyd. Fighting. He would not be denied. Touchdown, Devin Lloyd, his 2nd of the day. That's Skamizniak's first touchdown pass of his SFLm career. And for Lloyd, his 2nd touchdown of the day after that kick return.
And Devin Lloyd just drug the defender with him. He was not going to be denied that time.
He was able to keep that blue end zone in his peripheral. He knew he was getting close, and he just had to truck, honestly, for the final couple of yards. And just like that, 2 huge defensive plays by Pittsburgh, able to pick off Ethan Flowers twice in about 2 minutes' time. And then Pittsburgh able to capitalize off of those, and it's a tie ball game. Holy cow.
When you thought it was over.
Yeah, literally, what was it? 5 minutes ago, maybe, on the game clock, that Lexington had a 2-score lead?
Yep.
And now we're all tied up at 24. I'm telling you, folks, the quality of football play that we have seen out of this SFLm core this year has it's been something really, really remarkable. And now for Lexington here, again, no time to panic. Got to get your quarterback in a good rhythm here.
He was in a great rhythm earlier in the game. I'm not sure what happened after halftime.
He was. And time, though, is on their side. 6 minutes, literally 6 minutes to play here. And Flowers back to throw. Oh, tipped again. And good
30.
pressure. Yeah, again. Now, listen, as we said, he had a tough first half, but doing a lot better this second half.
Definitely, they've been throwing at him all night long. He finally, paid them back with his interception, which helped tie the game.
Flowers to throw on 2nd down. This pass is complete. You hear the crowd stand up and salute. That's Alexander West. 1st and 10 keeps the drive alive, keeps the clock going. And a score update for you quickly here, folks. San Jose is leading Bossier City 27-24. That game in the third quarter, 3:23 remaining. Once again, San Jose leading Bossier City in the third, 27-24.
Another tight game over there in the other block also.
Oh, it's been a great 9 o'clock block for football. Flowers again, now throwing short this time to Jimmy Went, but he's got room to run. And he turns a 2-yard catch into a 7-yard gain, 2nd and 3.
Yeah, tight ends just have the unfair advantage. They're big targets. They're always in the middle of the field. Flowers likes the middle of the field.
And durable, can take a hit. Keeping it on the ground. Ooh. Drug down from behind. That was P. Fudor on the stop.
Third and 3. Your playbook's wide open.
Just shy of midfield. What will they dial up here? Flowers, screen pass, wide open spaces. Deion James with the first down, and that was the absolute perfect play call in that situation.
We saw the extra help on the line for blocking, so they could have sold the defense on the run. Instead, they throw a little swing pass. Look how far back the secondary is. It's wide open space in front of you.
Now, that secondary was playing deep, and that left all that room to run for Deion James. Flowers, look at this, over 300 yards passing this evening.
With the 3 interceptions. Oof.
Topsy-turvy day. Flowers toss play left side to Deion James. And you got to like what they're doing right here. Another first down for Lexington. Not only are they using clock up, but they're still moving the football and doing it very methodically and very smart.
Yeah, Deion James is having a game himself.
Yeah, he really is. Coleman back in now, checking in, going to give Deion James a chance to catch his breath after 2 tough runs. And they'll give it to Coleman. Running hard left side. He is tackled by Jeff Spicoli. And really, Rochelle, how interesting it is this? We may have to pick up this thought here in just a moment, but how methodical they've been and how simple they have decided to go on their play calling approach on this drive. Flowers, pressure coming, throwing, interception.
No.
Oh my goodness. And again, look who it is. This second half has been incredible for number 30. Again, a reserve player for Pittsburgh, folks. And we're going to see him get his second interception after giving up a lot of huge plays early in this game. They've picked on him one too many times.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, whoa.
And I literally had just said how methodical, how much more conservative and safe yet effective the Lexington play calling had been. And then they air it out. Now, on the ground is Nemchek. Remember, folks, BB Belitz is out of this game after taking a shot.
They should use him right now because you're in dangerous territory. You don't want to throw the ball. You're missing your starting halfback.
And a quarterback making his first SFLm start. Backed up in the shadow of their own end zone. They give it to Nemchek, spin move, get them a little more breathing room. It's 3rd and 3 coming up. And this is the thing we've yet to see tonight out of Pittsburgh, Rochelle, is a long extended drive. Even their touchdowns have been on, drives where they've started at the 20 or 30 yard line of the opponent.
Closer.
Or closer, indeed. Indeed. 3rd and 3 coming up. This is big. The Lexington defense can bail their offense out here if they can get a stop. Devin Lloyd in motion for Pittsburgh. Crowd comes to their feet. Skamizniak to throw. Complete to Lloyd, who was in motion across the 20 for the first down.
Right now, the rookie quarterback looks a lot more composed than the veteran. I mean, Ethan Flowers has 4 interceptions on the day.
Yeah, he does. And 3 of them taking place in this second half. Lloyd 4 receptions for 52 yards and 1 receiving touchdown and 1 kick return for touchdown. Skamizniak throwing, complete. And he finds Davis that time, gain of 6. That'll take it to the 2-minute warning.
Maybe.
Yeah, they're not going to get this one off. And folks, fasten your seatbelts. This is going to be a wild 2 minutes coming up. Thank you for being here with us, watching the SFLm on the Virtual Football Network.
The crowd is very quiet now. Pittsburgh is shutting them up.
Hear them come to their feet, trying to cheer their defense on. Ryan Davis in motion. And that's a toss play to Nemchek, who bends out of a tackle, fumble. Who's got the football?
No.
It's Lexington. Lexington gets the ball. Hudson Cruz with a big play on that one. And Lexington may have saved their night here. Ooh, look at that hit.
And now the tables have turned.
And just like that, Lexington is in Pittsburgh territory. You know, Nemchek went for the spin move one too many times. And a huge hit by Cruz gives the football back to Lexington. Flowers to throw over the middle to Parrish. Complete. He fumbles! He fumbled! Who's got it? Pittsburgh has it. Are you kidding me right now? Grackleflint was involved on the play. We see him get up pumping his fist. What is happening?
And that's definitely a fumble. I mean, he made 2 he made the strides toward football moves, so nothing you can even challenge about that. Oh my God.
Listen, I said it was going to be a wild 2 minutes. I had no idea all this would happen in 10 seconds. 24-24. Pittsburgh again with the football. And a handoff to Nemchek going nowhere. Tackled quickly by Haddock.
If you're Pittsburgh, you have to get in the field goal range. That's all you need at this point. You have 3 timeouts. You have a minute and a half. Well, clock's just ticking away. They're in no hurry to move the ball.
No, Skamizniak to throw, complete to Davis, who's short of the first down. 3rd and 2. What are we going to see here? Are we going to see? Is Pittsburgh just going to be happy to take this into overtime? Yeah.
I would not be. I want to score here. You have the
with
ball.
the rookie quarterback, are they afraid to push the envelope too much here? Bad field position? I don't know. Nemchek short of the first. Lexington will call a timeout. Actually, Pittsburgh, I beg your pardon. I'm sorry about that.
And they got to put it in call a timeout. And they're punting here. Wow.
That's a good question. And punting now. Pittsburgh returned by Parrish. Doesn't get much. But for Lexington, 52 seconds. And all they got to do, we talked about the reserve, the kicker. We don't have anybody, neither of these teams tonight have anybody on contract. So that's going to make it difficult as far as distance goes. And if they've got a reserve kicker with enough leg on them to boot one through. So for Lexington here, they got to get some yards quick.
Do have all 3 of their timeouts. And Ethan Flowers can air it out, so.
Yep, to throw, complete to Jimmy Went. Timeout called for.
See what this hurry up offense can do. I like that formation.
We've truly been treated to some great football the last couple of weeks in the SFLm.
We have. Our games especially.
Yes. We're on a hot streak right now. Flowers to throw. That is complete to Alexander West. 40 seconds and counting. Methodically moving the football as methodically as you can be with half a minute left to go in regulation.
I think Ethan Flowers is getting his rhythm back here finally.
And perfect timing too. Pressure coming, and he's hit. That's gonna be tough right there. Field goal range. Obviously, they're not in it, and even further out now. 16 seconds to go. Are we heading for overtime? That pass is complete to DJ Parrish, and a timeout is called with 10 seconds. That gets them back into field goal range. What do you think, Rochelle? Again, we mentioned, folks, no contract kickers here.
I think you have to go for it. You have to go for the win.
Right now, a 43-yard attempt. Their contract kicker not available at the moment. It's a reserve kicker in for the biggest play of his career, and it's good. Holy Toledo, Elam with his second field goal of the night. That one had just enough leg on it. Lexington taking a lead with 6 seconds to go. What a kick.
Wow. How much room he had? Not much. It could have been.
That was right there on the threshold of what he was able to do, and a good job by Elam. Now with 6 seconds left in this game, Rochelle, Pittsburgh needs one more good return in him by Devin Lloyd.
Can Lloyd do it again?
This may be the final play of the game. He's got room. He's on his feet. Time has expired. Nothing downfield for Lloyd to exploit, and Lexington is going to advance to 7-3 on the season. Pittsburgh will fall to 4-6, but what a hard-fought effort. My goodness, great game by both of these teams tonight.
You couldn't have asked for a better game.
You really couldn't. Asked Ed at the beginning of the program, where else would you rather be than right here, right now? I'm so glad that you were here with us, folks. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have. Rochelle, final thoughts on the evening.
Well, just when you thought you could throw, who could think you could throw 4 interceptions and still win a ball game? Congratulations to Lexington Miners. Great game by Alexander West, Jimmy Witt, and CJ Parrish. And
player of the game
also.
Who you got?
I gotta go with West.
West?
Yeah.
Alexander West. And this Lexington Miners, as we said, improves to 7-3. Hard-fought effort by both of these teams. And folks, thank you so much for being a part of what we've got going on here in the SFLm on the Virtual Football Network. For Cameron Irvine, for my buddy Rochelle Colston, I'm Cameron Duty. Enjoy your weekend. We're so tickled we were able to bring some football action to you on this Friday night. Take care, everyone. Good night.